Good afternoon, folks. It's Israel Epstein back with you here talking about our aquaponics system update. The last time we showed you this is when we were actually building it, and today I'm just going to give you a little update on how it's going. So let's start here. We've got our giant tomato plant that we moved. It's still putting out tomatoes. It's got two different kinds. The beefsteak are kind of dormant because it's really hot. The little yellow pear-shaped tomatoes are doing well. They're still growing. My lettuce that I had here, two different kinds, the romaine and the bib, is going to seed. I'm just pulling it out and feeding it to the fish, and then I'll plant some more as soon as I finish feeding it to the fish. My herbs here are doing really well. They're just growing like crazy, and some of them are going to seed. We've been having them on Simplicatia. It's very good stuff. I've got back here my broccoli is doing pretty good. My green onion is obviously still kicking butt and just roaring. We have a colony of bees that lives nearby who likes to come here all day, every day during the day to get a drink and hang out. They don't bother me at all. They haven't stung anyone, or I'm hanging out in here pretty much, several times a day, and there's lots and lots of bees in here, but they're not bothering anybody. I got two nice red peppers off of that plant. You can see there's two more little red peppers down there. They're kind of shrunken. They were not getting as much sun as the others, so not sure. There's a regular onion there that seems to be doing really well. All of this is actually carrots. Yeah, they're growing, but there's not a whole lot of root to them right now. And this watermelon vine is growing out all over the place, covering up my radial flow filter, so I'm gonna have to tame that thing. The fish in this tank, this is the 85-gallon sump, and I've got just females in here right now. We're a little late for breeding season, and the male that was in there was actually being really aggressive, and I'll just put in a picture right here of what happened to him. That was kind of fun. He was beating up the females, so I just got rid of him. He was ready to go. And these ladies are doing pretty good. They're just going to hang out in there until some of these little guys who are living in this tank come of age, kind of. We get a nice male that we can put in there to live with those females. These guys are just as happy as a bunch of clams, and I like to stick my children's hands in here and they try to eat them. It's really funny. It scares the kids, but they don't really hurt. They don't have any teeth, but check this out. They'll just totally, ow. They'll just totally nibble on your fingers. They think you're going to give them something. Ow, little buggers. Hey, they're just really funny. They're nibbling on my fingers, trying to eat them all up. But they'll swim right into your palm of your hand. They're really not scared of you. They're pretty funny. But yeah, if you give them some food, watch what they do. I'll throw some food in there. You'll see what they do. They're totally crazy. These fish are just fat poop. They practically jump out of there to get some food. Aren't they funny? Gorgeous little munchkins. There's 50 of them in there. They're lots of fun. Tons of fun. They're so cute. Growing fast too. We got a couple of large females, a couple of large males in there, but mostly babies from our last breeding season here in the spring. So they ate, you see that? They ate 4 handfuls of that stuff. Just bam, it's gone. So yeah, they don't mess around when it comes to feeding time. Now, there's some in there that are pretty small, and they can't really handle those larger chunks of food. So I give them this stuff here, these little feed pellets for the babies. So the babies get to have some feed pellets. But they are super happy. Growing well, they're getting lots of oxygen. The gravity feed is working well to the radial flow filter and to feed the grow beds with the water they need. The temperature in here, it's been like 105 or 106. You can see that the temperature is actually approaching 90 degrees. So I may need to insulate this thing and put some more shade cloth over it to cool it down just a little bit. I think 90 is a little bit high for these guys. No deaths, happy fish, but it is a little bit warm. So other than that, things are looking pretty good. It's kind of the dry time here in the desert where it gets really hot and things aren't going to grow terribly well. So we're just kind of hanging in there and waiting for summer to go by and just kind of taking care of the fish and letting them grow. And I might put some flowers in here or anything that'll actually, you know, help to purify the fish water and remove contaminants. So these three ladies will be ready to breed whenever I get a nice male that I want to stick in there come breeding time. We had about 150 that we bred this year. I sold 100 of them and kept 50 for myself. Our pH, our ammonia and nitrites are looking good. They're all at really low levels. The pH is hovering around 7.2 to 7.4. We have very hard water here, and it doesn't look like it's going to go down much beyond that. I've had this system operating for about a year, and it doesn't look like it wants to change much from there. But everything else looking pretty good. We're definitely ready to grow some new stuff as soon as the weather cools down, and I'll just keep growing what grows to help purify the water. And that is your update for some time now. And I'll try to get it a little bit more frequently and show you if anything's going on. You can see that some worms have been getting into my basil, but I will kill them. And maybe I'll take some of this lettuce and give it to these fish so they can eat some more. They seem really, really hungry. They will tear that thing up until there's nothing but a stem left within just a few minutes. They love lettuce. I even mowed my yard and threw in some grass clippings, and they seem to really like that. So they'll eat just about anything. They are voracious. So there you go, folks. That is the update. This thing has been running now for probably 2 months. Yeah, I'd say about 2 months, maybe 3. No, not quite 3. So if we get some watermelon buds starting to come on here, I'll actually show you what that's looking like and show you some carrots and see how they're doing. So hang in there. I hope you all are having a good summer, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.